Right, go on then.
There you go, fucking brilliant start. Right, it's old boy 82 and older boy 57. We're here to, I don't know, piss about
Think
these
about,
shitty
yeah.
videos, absolute crap videos, no fucking good editing or anything
Yeah, we
like that.
don't care really.
No, we're just kind of two funny money guys. Anyway, so there's older boy.
Oh, yeah.
You must love him. There he is. There he is. And I'm here, me, the good looking one. Right, so what we do now is we're going to look at Yay Bird there. She is, look, Amanda. She was grateful to have seen the. Fuck it. She was grateful to have seen the post in the toilets when she did. However, I did something called the Ask for Amanda fit. It's a bit of a thing that I'm pushing out where women should look at this because it's right, isn't it? You know, is it fucking hell that Ask for Amanda where you can go to a bar.
See, out with someone, you meet someone off.
Get some fucking
what do they get off these days?
Tinder and all that.
Tinder and all that, yeah. You meet them in a pub or a club, and they turn out to be a bit of a dickhead and a weirdo. How do you get away from them? So what we're here in Britain, I've just found out, you can go behind the bar and go. You say.
Ask for Angela, sorry, not ask for Amanda. Ask for Angela.
Say to the bar staff, ask for Angela, and they take behind the bar. So
it's basically a code word, isn't it? So it's like, ask for Angela just means I'm in trouble.
Yeah, put in a safe place in the back and get your cab home. Which is a very, very good idea. It
is a good idea because it takes away like the threat of women getting horrible shit happening. So anyway, just let me start with this. Right, this is how the woman's story goes. This also comes from the Love It magazine. Yeah, so there's a copyright of that. We're telling you, Love It magazine. It was issue. This is what we do. It's issue 29th of September 2022. Right. It's a Quidsworth magazine, yeah, that has a lot in it, but we're the ones, we're giving you what they really have in it, and, we're giving it you so you can, fucking hell, first time I've not had my cap on a film, Jesus, I think he's always like, Jesus, get on, there you go. Right, do you know what, I've lost the pissing page, and I'm supposed to start swearing on this, because it's apparently stopping us from getting monetised. But we're not interested in getting monetized. To be honest, it'd be nice. But you know, it'd be nice. But we're not bothered. Exactly. We just wanna have a laugh.
Take it or leave it.
That's what I'm saying. Anyway, so here's I asked for Angela. So look, I decided to start dating again. I wish I hadn't bothered. That's Amanda Hodgkiss, 36, from Purfleet. Right, it didn't come as a massive shock when my husband walked out on me. It happened about 18 months ago now. We've been married for 10 years. They had 2 children together. Things haven't quite been going well for some time, Chris. Most things fucking don't go well for a long time, do they? You have your honeymoon period and it's fucked. Anyway, got to stop swearing, like I said. So, they've been papering over the cracks for the sake of the kids, just to keep everything going, nice tidy really. She says basically that her husband was always the confident one. He enjoyed the social gatherings. He was more comfy around people. She was a bit of a prude, a shy person. She sometimes a bit socially awkward, she says. So preferring the occasional company of just a couple of close friends who I've known since school is the sort of thing. When he first left, I wasn't interested at all in meeting anyone else. I was only focused on looking after the children. So she's basically saying now, since her husband left, she went a bit fucking distant, stayed in, stuck in on herself, and now she decides to come out, share about these websites, Tinder and all that, and she's had a little look at see what's going to go on. So she's doing her job. She's an administrator at a GP surgery, which means she does fuck all. But anyway, yeah, just the noise pissing people off. Anyway, one evening, a few months ago, my mate was round. We're having a few glasses of wine. She asked me if I thought about dating. Absolutely not, I said without hesitation. She just smiled at me, and knowingly, we just did not talk about it again. Basically, that's what she said. After she left, I couldn't stop thinking about it. What harm could it do? So obviously, this one was looking for a bit of love or a bit of lust or whatever. Right? What do you reckon? We going on these sites and I mean, would you go on a site or would you do it? If there's nothing wrong with it if you ain't got a bird and that and you're looking for a laugh. Especially if you've been out of a relationship for a while and you don't want the bullshit of it again. It's like, it's not prostitution. You're going and meeting somebody. It's just meeting an adult.
The old-fashioned way of meeting someone in person is a bit more...
It's nicer, obviously, and you feel better about the person. But this is...
See them in front of you, can't you?
Yeah, but this is basically... This now is basically... It's just... Right, sex. Do you want sex with me, sir? Do you know? Blah blah blah. It's one of them. Do you want sex with me, sir? And maybe we could become something more after this. But for now, let's just do this. And I do understand this. There's nothing.
Well, put it this way then. In the old days, if some guy wrote you a random letter, said, do you want to come out with me? Would you go?
Well, I've never got out with guys, to be honest with you. But don't know about you, I don't know about you. Shut dick. Anyway, listen, I love him really. No, look, he looks away from me, he gets sulky. So anyway, fuck it, we're getting back to it. So we was down here, weren't we? On this, which like I said, it comes from the loveitmagazine.co.uk there. I'm giving you everything. This story was told to Emma Lyons. And it was told by Amanda Hodgkiss, 36 per fleet. Right, anyway, let's get back to her. So this is, like I said before, I done this thing about the Amanda thing, which we were talking about before, me and Chris, and we think it's a very, very clever thing for somebody to do. Yeah, you can walk to a bar, you don't look like you're grassing somebody, you just walk over. Oh, I need to ask for Angela, sorry. I keep saying Amanda, I don't know why. Anyway, so she's gone out, she said that she won't do this with one of her mates. She thought it was a bit of a, like she said, she thought it was weird, but that night she thought about it a lot. So anyway, she's mulled it over for a week. She finally decides to download Tinder herself. She sets up her own little snide profile, don't tell anybody. She soon got hooked. She says that she found herself looking in her breaks and at work in the evening every time she was anywhere that she could get a minute or she was looking into it to see if she had new matches up or anything like that. Or look at all these nude guys and she'd be looking at them, so that's a hunky guy there, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, she sees one guy and he's pretty much somebody she's looked at straight away, so she seems like she's took her first match and he's called Andy, a 51-year-old man. He had a kind face, so she's 36 and this happened, 2 years ago, she would have been 34, so he would have been like 50, 49. There's not too much to do with age differences anyway, but fuck it. Anyway, so she meets Andy, he had such a kind. Anything you want to say, Chris? Anything you want to say on this? Well,
it's a risk in it, you know, it's...
I know, because a lot of women kind of end up in shit positions from stuff like that, but look what it says there. I said to my friend, no, certainly I'd never do that, absolutely not, I said without hesitation. She just smiled at me knowingly and we didn't discuss it again, but after she'd left I couldn't stop thinking about it. What harm could it do to look on these sites? I could just look, I didn't have to meet anyone if I didn't want to. I mulled it over for a week or so until I decided that I was going to download Tinder. So look, she has downloaded it, agreeable that she's done it her own thing. And while we're going to say that this I am Angela, but ask for Angela sort of thing is a clever thing, this girl has gone into a high level situation of danger where you got people like Gary Ridgway, the Green River Killer in America. If the judge couldn't even be bothered listening to how many times he had to say I'm guilty, he had to stop him at 49 because it took like fucking 3 hours of the court stage just hearing his guilty pleas. That guy killed about 300 prostitutes. Sex work is a naughty thing. Now this may not be sex work going into Tinder and stuff like that. It may not be sex work, it's not. There's a lot of it goes on there. But when you're going out to genuinely just meet somebody, this woman is going to go on, I've read the story already, you know what I'm going to say. This woman goes on to say the first thing that he did was look at her tits, basically, when he spoke to her. Now, what does a woman expect when she's got her fucking tits half hanging out the top? We're red-blooded males. Tell your opinion on that, Chris, please.
Well, of course, yeah, I mean, you know, that sounds weird. You know, Jen, but not being weird. I mean, guys, you know, obviously they like, it's like breasts kind of magnetise your eyeballs, don't they?
You know, it's
You
like
know what I
fucking
mean?
watching two big soft puppies fucking jumping about in
Well, I
sex.
mean, you know,
If you get the right set.
You know.
Hey, fuck it, let's get on with this because I'm like too
Yeah,
weird.
you're gambling now, aren't you?
Right, yeah, it's the weed again. Right, so anyway, look, here we go. Straight the first line that I read as well. Listen to this. As I shook his hand and said hello, I noticed that his eyes went straight to my chest before he looked at me in the eye. I thought this was a bit strange, and I thought this was a bit creepy. Why would you think it's a bit strange, a bit creepy if you got a big set of knockers knocking about right in front of him? Come on, be realistic, love. Am I right, or serious?
Yeah, cool.
So boy, it's like me fucking having some massive cock on show there in a pair of skin tight jeans and all that. And then going like, yeah, no, we're going like, so one daughter, oh, how dare you look at my huge phallus in my head. Yeah, I've got, it's fucking stupid, mate. Anyway, I've got to start swearing, I keep saying, yeah, give me something, I need some soap in my mouth. That's a gimmick for us, soap in the mouth. Look, I'm telling you, gimmicks. We are going to become the biggest thing on the internet, trust me. Goggle box for everybody, every day. So anyway, thought it was a bit strange, thought it was a bit creepy, put it down to nerves. So he goes to the bar to get me a gin and tonic. Then we sit down and we start talking and we start squawking and he's still gawking and everything goes on and it's storming like Norman on the beaches in fucking Portland, but there is no beach in Portland, shut up. Anyway, so sat down, we start talking. Straight away, he starts to fire questions at me. He barely gave me a chance to answer one question before he asked me the next and the next and the next. I felt so uncomfortable. Pardon?
Sounds like you, though.
Fuck you, mate.
Anyway, carry on.
Right. So anyway, he won't give me any chance to answer before asking the next one. He wanted to know stuff like where I worked, how old my children were, and what my husband did, and where I lived. Now, first of all, does that sound normal? Yeah. And the bit that just got me then, what my husband did. So the guy's out, he knows he's shagging a slag because he's gone out to shag a slag. If she's come out to meet him while she's got an husband, tell the truth, right? You meet a bird, you're going out meeting her while she's got an husband, and you're going to meet her that night, you're expecting it's just a fuck, innit? Because she's come out to give you some pussy. It's a booty call, mate. It's a booty call.
I've never been in that position, unfortunately.
Well, listen, I'll get you in that position with dirt. I wouldn't.
It's like it's not like a date. It's not like an interrogation.
It's not, but it sounds like you're going for some adult fun. It sounds like you're going for a fuck. Like if this bird's saying to you,
but I'm saying it doesn't sound like
doesn't sound like a loving thing, but they don't know each other, do they?
No, but
he's got that look. What I'm saying is, she said he was asking about what my husband does. So she's put on Tinder, yeah, that she wants to meet another guy. Tinder's for sex, Chris, right? That's what it's for.
Right, okay.
Right? You go on. There's that Grinders for gays, yeah. Tinder is for like us. If we wanted to go on, meet a bird who lives in Oldham, they come and pick you up, yeah. Right. You literally just go out for a fuck. Right. I mean, he pick you up, you go for a meal and a fuck, and it's paid for by the bird who wants to take you out, or by the guy who wants to take the bird out, or whatever. Whoever contacts you. So that's how it's. Sorry, I'm moving the phone. That's how it happens. You see, he's not fully into all this stuff.
I thought you'd get a lot of free meals, then couldn't you?
Yeah, get a lot of meals. If you notice that's a gentleman for you. You notice you get a lot of free meals. It's not about the free fucks.
After meal says you shouldn't go ill and go home, like, you know.
What about, see what I mean? He's not gay, trust me. He's fucking straight, but he's just, I don't know. We both got to that point where we don't really give a shit about shagging yous lot anymore, because to be honest with you, Pam, 5 fingers. Right, anyway.
Yeah.
Look, thought it was a bit strange, thought it was creepy. Well, I think you're a nobble because you know how these tits are hanging out. Chris thinks the same. Tell him, Chris.
Obviously, you can't avoid it, can you? You can't not see them.
Right, so anyway, fuck that. Question started to get more personal, like I said, and then he says, are you a member of the Mile High Club? You know what the Mile High Club is? You know what the Mile High Club is? Where we fucking a plane, right? Blah, 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 in a plane bathroom. Yeah. Right, so basically you're a mile up in the sky and you've not fingered, you've slept with You're sleeping with somebody up in a fucking bathroom. You know, it's just nothing different about it. It's just that you're in the air while you're doing it.
It's not cheap though, is it? The plane ticket.
No, to be honest with you, no. But and the staff apparently all clap and all that. I thought a bird.
Oh, is that all the actual flights for?
Yeah, no. Right, there is flights.
Is it a normal flight?
It's a normal flight, and if the staff hear something going at it in the finger, they pop you a bottle of champagne open. Yeah, it's the American, Americans are in it. But I think the English do it on Virgin, like Virgin Branson, yeah.
That's
it's a bit of irony, yeah. Anyway, come, let's get through it.
Let's get
Right, so listen, we're pretty bad for points together though.
Get back to the script.
Right, listen, right, so it moved on to the topic of travel. Which boy he asked me if I was a member of my Life Club. I said, told me that he wasn't, but he said that he'd always wanted to be. Then he wanted to know how long it had taken me to put my makeup on before our date. So he actually started saying to her, well, did it take a certain amount of time? What lingerie are you wearing? Blah, blah, blah. What colour are your knickers underneath? Have you got matching stuff? When he started asking weird shit like this. Now, this is the boy I would have punched his fucking face in. What do you think there? There you go, blimey. Right, in all honesty, she does need a break from this intense question. That's what she said. She was shitting at this point, I would have presumed, because the guy seems like he's quite. I think she was a bit of a dick for going on about the tit thing and all that. If she's out showing her tits, because all guys look at tits, but not going on like that. But if he starts,
I think that's the problems.
Well, I think when he starts turning around and asking, "Oh, where do you live? How long does it took you to put your makeup on?" Well, listen, he goes a bit further there. He'd started saying, listen, what underwear are you in? I bet you love it hard and dirty, don't you? So she's recoiled in surprise. Oh, come on, we both know where this is going. He's grinned. I could tell you we're game the moment. You were game the moment I saw you. You could tell dirtiness in your eyes. There's something about the way he said it and the look on his face was just pure creepy. I felt worried. Felt unsafe, didn't know what to do. Right now, this is where we get to what we're saying. She felt worried, she felt unsafe, and she did not know what to do. Chris, is that's where women need to be looked after and protected in it, and that's where things like this Angela thing come in.
Yeah, exactly. I
mean, you've seen your fair share on busing that. You've seen a fair share of vulnerable women get on after when they've been had too much to drink and all that, and when you'll have drove a lot of home, and being the sort of guy you are, you'll have probably been the sort who took them right to the stop and made sure they didn't fall asleep, and you'll have seen a lot in them. So one day we'll talk about something maybe that you might have seen a bit more fucking thingy, a bit more.
I suppose she maybe her own. How can I put it? I mean, she's obviously clicked on now that he's an oddball. But then she's got no get out strategy, has she?
No, so that's what I mean. So this is where we're both going to go from that to tell you this. Done it on this small one, but look, hi, I'm Angela. Are you on a date that is not working out? Do you feel like you're not in a safe situation? Is your Tinder or POF date not who they said they were on their profile? See, I'm not fucking out of date, and so is Chris. We don't even know what POF. But anyway, do you feel like you're not in a safe situation? Does it all feel a bit weird? If you go to the bar and ask for Angela, so look, it's there. Ask for Angela. I think it's a pretty good thing. It's like the Claire's Law sort of shit, innit? The bar staff will know what you need. They will know that you need some help getting out of the situation. They will call you a taxi, or they'll help you out discreetly. There'll be no fuss about it unless he gets on it or whatever. But you've got your bar staff behind you there, and I think, girls, that's coming from two men who both respect you, we both respect women with, you know what I mean? I've done some horrible things in my life, and I think we've both probably been dickheads and that, but we're not into bullying women and that, and certainly not into any nasty sexual shit that you do to it. So at the end of the day, the opinion from both of us there is ask Angela. Ask Angela.
Spread the word.
It's a
America, France, Germany.
Get people getting
Australia.
on. Get people getting on about it. And just say, look, ask Angela, and get it as a universal thing. Like we've got 999, 112 is the emergency code for everywhere. Let's get it across and get people to be able to go to a bar and say, ask Angela, right? Thank you. Goodbye from Old Boy 82.
And it's goodbye from him.
Older Boy 57. Thank you. Bye bye.